students. Today we are going to discuss recombinant DNA technology, which is the topic for BSc 6th semester students. Today we are going to discuss about recombinant DNA technology and what tools are required for it. As we know that in RDT, genome of one organism is altered by introducing genes of interest by donor organism, which result into gene manipulation and formation of recombinant. Because genome, which is basically DNA, is involved, it is called DNA recombinant technology. As this mechanism has the ability to engineer new organism, it is also called genetic engineering. With regarding to tools, we know that some restriction endonuclease and which are also called molecular scissors and DNA ligating enzymes are important in genetic engineering. And first we discuss how a recombinant DNA is produced. We can understand this in diagram. First we isolate donor DNA of interest and then we incorporate it into a vector or cloning vehicle, which is basically plasmid, and plasmid have a ability to replicate autonomously independent of bacterial cell. This both plasmid and donor DNA are treated with restriction endonuclease, and after that there will be a fragment of vector DNA and fragments of donor DNA. Both are ligated with the help of DNA ligating enzyme, and recombinant DNA is produced, which is again introduced into bacterial cell, and when bacterial cell multiply, then the recombinant DNA also get multiply. In this way receive the multiple identical copies of recombinant DNA, which can be used in recombinant DNA technology or genetic engineering. Now we will discuss how the now we will discuss how the molecular, it is also called molecular cloning or gene cloning, how gene is transferred in plants. Gene are transferred through Agrobacterium tumefaciens bacteria, inhibiting bacterium which has TI plasmid, which can induce tumor in plants during infection. It is reported that in tomato, sunflower, brinjal and cotton it causes crown gall disease. When this bacteria infect plant cell, it transfer its tDNA part, which is part of TI plasmid, which is also transferred during infection, and in this tDNA content which we can incorporate foreign DNA of interest, and in this way recombinant DNA get incorporated into the host cell. We can understand this it by figure. In this bacteria, Agrobacterium tumefaciens TI plasmid present along with the foreign DNA. During infection, this content is transferred, and recombinant DNA content also transferred to the plant cell. And in plant cell, after multiplication, multiple copies of cells are produced, and with the help of tissue culture technique, we can get multiple plantlets which bear the new traits. In this way we can produce transgenic plants by transferring genes through Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Let's discuss how the restriction endonuclease work. Restriction endonuclease, which is also called molecular scissor, as we know how it react. DNA is cut with the help of restriction endonuclease. It is a DNA of plasmid also, it can be a DNA of donor DNA also. Both are treated with same restriction endonuclease, and when they cut, there are produced sticky ends in both the DNA strands of donor as well as plasmid, which are ligated with the help of DNA ligase, and in this way recombinant DNA is produced. So we have discussed here how restriction enzyme and ligating enzyme work, and in next part we will discuss how transgenic plants will be produced with the help of another techniques, and what are the applications of transgenic plants. Thank you.